Stop lying.
I'm sick of the lies.
Sick of the lies.
Anyway, hey, welcome back.
Hi, everyone.
This is Fingers Crossed. We didn't say.
No.
Last time?
Well, we're new in that.
Yeah, and also we didn't introduce ourselves.
Oh, hi, I'm Megan.
I'm Erica.
And done. And seen.
Okay, cool. Thanks for coming back. That's done. All caught up.
All caught up.
Actually, I'm gonna leave that open.
yeah, basically, I think like a little backstory we can give. We've been friends for 25 years now.
We covered that in the first episode.
Oh, did
Are
we?
we gonna? Do you want to do like a full intro? Introduce
No,
yourself?
just like a little thingy.
All right. Well, yeah. Go on then.
Yeah, we've just known each other for a really long time.
Yeah. We went to the same high school. So I was 11 when I started.
Yeah.
So and you were 12.
Yes,
So
correct.
yeah, we've known each other pretty much since like the first few weeks of high school.
Yeah, I remember because you started. What was it? Pop-Tarts?
Oh my God! Don't bring that up.
Sorry. I think it was, I love it. I think it's cool because it shows like even at 11 or 12, however old you were.
You could tell I had Capricorn placements under my ass.
She was like, we are going to get shit done.
Yeah.
Even if we're only 12.
Yeah.
No, I think it was sick. Like, I was just like, I'm here. What's going on
So
live?
just for context, Pop-Tarts was kind of like Pop Stars. Pop Stars was on TV. And
That was like very early, like Australian Idol, American Idol,
Yeah,
X Factor,
yeah.
that type of stuff.
Yeah, and we ripped it off.
Yes.
That was my idea. And
Of
basically,
course.
I was too scared to be on stage. So I was like, I'll direct. Yeah, because I always wanted to be on the stage. I wanted to be in the Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
From, like, that was me. I was born to be in the middle of the stage.
You were born to be the star.
Exactly.
Yes.
And
yes.
But I was too scared to do that then. So I was like, I'll direct it. I'll put it together. I'll make other people do it. And I was like, a fascist dictator, essentially.
Well, we know a little bit about that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
But still, at the same time, I think it was pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah.
What? Like seeing like a 12-year-old be able to like direct and do all that kind of stuff and get like other children together to actually get shit done.
That was really hard. Actually, it was hard to wrangle them. They were very rebellious, and I didn't appreciate that, frankly. I was like, do what I say, bitches. Get in line.
You'd be a great dictator.
I know.
Yeah.
There's still time.
Yeah, there's still time.
Yeah.
Which country would you want to dictate?
Not Australia.
Oh.
Too big. Too big. Too many variables.
Like a small island nation type of thing?
Perhaps.
Or
Yeah, like a
maybe-
New Zealand, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. New Zealand's nice. New Zealand's nice.
I think it could be. Oh, but at the same time, terrain. There's a lot of variables. You've got to find somewhere that's like easy to take over in terms of like military power. I have a think.
I mean, welcome back to our podcast where we talk about the politics.
We don't though. We talk about mental health issues mostly.
Yeah, we try.
Yeah.
We try.
Well, yeah. Oh,
Anyway.
and yeah, the tagline. So the other day we were in the gym and you were like, our tagline has to be this. Go on.
No, what was it?
It was, we need to start monetizing our conversations.
Yeah, honestly, basically. I think our conversations are great.
Yeah. You might not agree.
You look, if you don't agree, that's fine. You can move on.
Yeah.
I hope you have a great day.
Yeah, maybe get fucked.
Or that.
Yeah.
You'll see the difference in our personality a little bit too the more we go on with these podcasts.
I feel like it's pretty evident.
Yeah, it's pretty evident. But yeah, no, definitely we need to monetize our conversations because like our conversations are great. I think friends like them. People around us seem to enjoy us. So
And it's unlimited.
and let's make money.
And let's make money.
Let's get some money in this business.
Let's get some bread.
Exactly.
But like,
What's the point of being friends otherwise?
exactly. I've always thought that.
Exactly.
And then also like, it's just, we never run out of shit to talk about.
Never.
Like, we were in Chemist Warehouse a couple of weeks ago and I was just like, it's just endless. It's just
Yes.
fucking endless.
And it's not even the same stuff that it's more same stuff if I bring it up, but it's not usually the same stuff every time that
No,
we
we
talk.
vary it. Also, you can use this armrest if you like.
Oh, thanks.
Go for it.
Thanks.
Yeah, because I've got the big chair because I'm a short ass.
Cheers.
So last time Mick was like, I look like crazy tall compared to
Yes,
you.
I did.
Okay,
I did.
alright.
I looked.
Yeah.
I was just like taller, and then you were sort of like a little bit further back. So
Yeah.
it was just a few variables all together.
It was just honestly fucked up. So we've fixed it up. Hopefully it looks better this time.
Yeah, let us know if not.
Yeah, audio listeners, what are you doing?
Who just
Sort it out.
Is there people who still just listen to podcasts?
Yeah. Yeah, there are people who like go for walks or like go to the gym or whatever and listen to podcasts. Yeah, for sure.
Like I'm always, if there's like a video version, I'm watching the video version.
Yeah, me too.
I
I'm
love
going on
watching.
YouTube.
Yeah, like specifically, like obviously there's the Grace Helbig Mary Hart one, and then also like Drew Afuelo, like even Caleb Heron a little bit.
Love Caleb.
Yeah, Brittany Broski.
Oh, love.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, no, if there's a video version, I tend to watch those ones.
Same.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys do. Watch or listen.
But I just mean like you're really going to miss out on my graphic design as my passion habits if you're not watching the video because I'm going to be chucking some memes and stuff in here.
Oh, please do.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Like I didn't have this last time, but I found a photo of me on the yellow car.
Oh,
I'm
look
going to put that in
baby
the... Yeah, that's going to be in
you.
the last episode.
Have a look.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my God, I haven't seen this photo before.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Wow, you with like a bowl haircut.
Yeah, I know. Oh, man, I was pissed at my mum for that one.
Honestly, fair. I can see it.
You could tell I had trauma already. Anyway, that. And also, I found a photo of me and my dad.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
You're like real baby.
Yeah. He asked me to dig these photos up to send them to him. I think I'm going to have to go to like Officeworks and scan them or something.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Wow, your dad looks so different.
Yeah, I know. But
So,
his
hair's so dark.
Yeah, he always had really dark hair. That's the thing. Like everyone thought my dad was like Greek/Italian.
Yeah, I can see it.
He is part Greek. I am part Greek and Italian.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I think it must be from his side.
Oh,
because like he looks it.
Yeah, your mother does not. Your mother definitely looks Hungarian.
Yeah, Hungarian/Eastern European. Well, her family's German.
Or German.
Yeah. So like, yeah. Whatever.
Oh, look at you. Oh, you're such a cute little baby.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
Wow. All
I'm like, I look like a carbon copy of my father. It's fucked. Anyway.
This is not what I wanted.
It's fine.
This is not what I agreed upon.
Okay. All right.
Anywho.
So I've been holding off. Like I haven't told you. Yeah, I've had a big week.
She's had some dates, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I had 3 dates in one day yesterday.
Wow, they all came through.
Yeah, they all came through. I mean, like, and also I cancelled 2.
Like That's right.
I was supposed to have one on Thursday, one on Friday, and they pissed me off, so I unmatched them.
Fair enough.
Yeah. There was one guy, the Thursday one, he was one of those dudes who's like, what are you doing tonight? Every time? And I was like, I'm busy. And I was like, I'm free Thursday though. And then came to Thursday. He didn't message me for a few days. And then Thursday he was like, yeah, let's do tonight. And it just shat me. I hate those people.
Fair.
Like,
Fair.
It's like, I'm a spontaneous person. I love surprises, blah, blah, blah. With people I know. Not with a fucking stranger.
No.
Like I have to like gear myself up. Also, I'm a girl. It takes me 2 or 3 hours to get ready, and I can't just like he just like leaves the house.
Yeah.
I need time to like get my shit together. So
You know, actually, I watched a video recently where there was a woman who was talking about that and saying how when like women, if you want a woman like this particular woman to go on a date with you, you need to give her like a good couple of days because like she's got shit to do. Like she's got friends, she's got family, she's got business, like she's got plans.
Yeah.
Like she has to make sure that she's available so then she can actually fit you in. And then if that's the case, then she has to get ready, have the time to makeup, hair, dress, whatever. It's not just a quick little, 1, 2.
Also, like, I mean, you say that you have to get ready and stuff like life-wise. For me, I'm just extremely vain and I have to look hot. That's it. And that takes time.
Each their own. Their own.
And like if we wanted to hook up, that's a whole other process. Like body shower, all that, shaving, blah, that's that's hours.
That's a full body experience.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of work. So whatever. Anyway, so he pissed me off.
Yeah, so he was not gonna not an option.
Not having a bar of this.
Fair.
Then Friday, dude, we weren't sure which day we were going to record.
Yes.
So I let him know, like, oh, I'm just going back to my friend. I'm like trying to figure this out. He sent me I can't remember exactly what he said, but he was like, oh, okay, let me know because I want to see if you're just as pretty in real life or something like that. Like as if I had to like pass his test. That pissed me off. I was like, go fuck yourself. Like as if I'm like some sort of like prize hen. Like how many eggs does this one lay? I was like, none, bitch. Get fucked.
None for you.
Should I just go through them?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Chronologically. First one. Should I give them nicknames? I don't know if they're going to be recurring characters. I don't like any of them. Spoiler alert.
So, no.
Yeah, so okay. First one I told you about. He had the same job as my ex from now on shall be called Pentacles. King of Pentacles. That's a tarot reference. Kind of sounds like tentacles, which I find very funny.
King of Pentacles. Okay.
That's relevant. I gave him a reading and he got lots of pentacles, so it was like, whatever.
Pentacles it is?
Yeah, pentacles. Anyway, he has the same job as Pentacles has a very niche job.
Oh my God, we should have, I just thought, should have like tarot nicknames for all these people.
No, and also I don't want to like taint the tarot deck with all these fuckheads.
Actually, fair enough.
Anyway, Pentacles has like a niche job, and like this guy also has the same job, and I thought that was so funny. But like, yeah, I guess like if you say I do this job or I'm dating someone who does this job, everyone would be like, ooh, wow, like that's wow. All right, whatever. Anyway, I guess he kind of has a high profile job. I don't give two fucks. I thought it was just funny to date two people from the same profession because I'm like, Pokemon, gotta catch them all. That's it. I was like, do it for the bit.
True.
Yeah.
True. And also, like, if you did ended up liking this person and then you know, dated and whatever.
That would be so funny.
Oh.
It would be so fun. And I would be laughing in 50 years.
And then...
like, I would still find it funny, you know?
And it'd be specific because, like, if your ex saw it, and just to make, like, emphasis on that particular profession that the new guy is, would just be so...
Would he? I don't know if he would care.
Oh,
but if he did, then yeah, I guess it would trigger insecurity.
We would, you know?
We would?
Well, yeah, we would.
Would we? I don't care.
I presume.
Okay, I don't care. I just think it's funny.
I also think it's funny.
Also, I remember something Pentacle said on our first date. I asked him about his profession and people in it, and I was like, what's the rate of narcissists? And he was like, it's like 50%. And I was like, And I was like, autistic? And he was like, 95. And yesterday, the guy, I was asking him, like, he like said some stuff, and I was like, that sounds a bit like tismy and stuff. And he was like, I told you, there's something going on there. Like, I've got something. And I was like, yeah, something's definitely wrong. Like, something's off. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know anything about that, do we?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not us. But anyway, so the date.
The date.
Yeah.
Even before the date, I have to give you a preface.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, this is going to be, I don't have my phone. Whatever. There's this thirst trap I have on my profile. I don't know if you've seen it, the one where I'm like in my room with like headphones on and I'm kneeling.
Yeah, it's the sort of one where you're showing off your butt a little, like your legs, butt area, region.
Yeah, he messaged me a couple days before, and he was like, "I have a confession," and I was like, "Okay, here we go. How many wives? How many kids? Like
multiple.
This is bad.
Multiple states.
Multiple." And he was like, "I look at that photo 2 to 3 times a day."
Excellent.
Yep.
Perfect.
And he didn't message me for like 5 days because we were meant to catch up last weekend, and I was like, I don't want to do this. Let's do next weekend. And so I didn't hear from him till like Wednesday, Thursday. He's been looking at that photo that whole time. Very odd to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I just mean like, I don't know. Why not message me? Not that I give a shit, but like...
Well, clearly he was too intrigued by something else.
I suppose. This guy. Okay, so yeah. Let me have a sip.
Hold on.
So, he is originally Moroccan.
Oh, cool.
And then he actually, like, his family's Moroccan, and he grew up in Montreal. He's French-Canadian.
Ah, this one.
Yes, this one.
French-Canadian.
And he also lived in Toronto for 10 years. My dad used to live in Toronto, so we kind of, like, bonded over that.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yep, love that. Love having similar stories, similar life experiences, whatever.
Yeah, like, he was like, this isn't a winter day. He's like, what is this? Like, this is like a nice spring day.
It is. It really is.
Yeah. So, 20 minutes in to the first date, he was like, when's a socially acceptable time to ask to kiss you?
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, he went straight in.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Bold.
Yeah. Bold.
Although in saying that, if he also said that he's looked at your photos like 2 to 3 times a day.
Pretty bold guy.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I was like, not now. I was like,
Fair.
1 to 2 dates. And he was like, and sex, like what, 12th date, 13th date? I was like, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
If then.
He was fucking bold, to put it mildly.
Is that good or a bad feature?
I don't
Quality.
know.
Okay.
I don't. The thing is, I appreciate honesty. I appreciate vulnerability. I like people who are
Love
straightforward.
that. Absolutely.
However, when it's like everything's on the table, it's like there's no mystery, there's no room for tension. I can't imagine having any kind of romantic tension with this man because he's just so straightforward. So I was thinking about that. Yeah, because he asked me questions I have never been asked on a date before. He was like, when was your last relationship?
He's just, you're like, I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and I was like, it's been a couple months. And he's like, oh, so I'm a rebound.
Yes. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what you are.
Well, I just rolled my eyes. I was like, okay. And he was like, I'll be whatever you want me to be.
He seems very pliable.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Taurus, by the way.
Wait.
Yeah. I know.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. Bookmark that one. Yeah. So we were walking and he started asking me about sex and asking me like, how often do you want it? What do you like?
So in his mind, he's already put you as a booty call, basically.
No. He's put me in wife-girlfriend category. We can come back to that, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, he was like, how often are we seeing each other? Blah, 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 like planning in his mind.
Wow, that's so forward.
Yeah. Very forward.
Hold on.
Yeah. I know.
I'm like, what?
I told my mum about this and she was like, oh, he sounds very Arabic. Because my mum used to live in Libya.
Yes,
and
yes.
Very straightforward. Very to the point. Very look, this
great.
is what it is.
Yeah, I do love that. I do love that there's no ambiguity. There's no questioning. Like, you know exactly where they stand. Love that quality.
He could not be clearer. Yeah. He could not have made it clear that he was physically attracted to me. He was like planning a life with me, essentially. Like trying to suss out what I want. Talked about attachment styles. He brought that up.
I wonder if he has already figured out what, like, your children's names are and... You know, are you having a boy and a girl? Or are you having 2 boys, 2 girls?
Who knows?
3 kids? Who knows?
He's the eldest of 3. He has 2 younger sisters, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah. And also he went into this field. He was the first person in his family and then the other 2 followed suit.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, that's cute.
That is cute.
Yeah.
Obviously, they have a good relationship. That bodes
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Love that.
He has a great relationship with his parents. No childhood trauma, according to him. He was like, or at least nothing that I noticed.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what's that like?
Jinx.
Yeah. Can't relate. Jeez.
Yeah, no, can't relate. Wow. Okay.
This is what I mean.
I don't know why I'm really put off. Like, not put off in a bad way, but I'm just like, you know, he's straightforward. He knows exactly what he wants. He clearly wants to be with you. No childhood trauma.
No.
Good family. Gets along with them all.
Also, like, he's a very straightforward person. He went on a date last week with a girl from Hinge.
Yep.
So he's on both platforms, I guess, whatever.
Yep, fair enough.
He's on Hinge and, like, matched with this girl and went on a date and she's moving overseas in a few months. So he was like, so we couldn't pursue anything. As if, like, that's it. Like, he just, like, picks a person and he's like, is this going anywhere?
Wow.
Yeah. Just decides. This is what I mean. I've never been on a date with a person like that because it's just so straightforward. But I think I don't think I like it.
You don't like straightforward?
No, I don't think I do.
You want a little bit more confusion?
Yes. Well, I was thinking about it because I'm a pretty straightforward person, but at the same time I can be like a little bit vague and like playful and there's like a bit. This is the thing. Yet again I'm comparing him to Pentacles, and like it's like he was like straightforward in a lot of ways, but at the same time there was like a little bit of mystery, a little bit of tension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We'll come back to this, but like. That's what I mean. Like, I think there needs to be some room for tension. With this guy, it's just so fucking straightforward. Like, literally talking about sex and, like, how often we're doing it, what he wants, blah, 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 blah. And, like...
There's, like, a first date.
The date was an hour and a half. He was churning through this. He was on a mission.
Maybe he also had 2 other dates to go to.
I don't believe so. I don't think so. He had errands to run. But, like, this is the thing. I did his birth chart yet again, and also so straightforward. He was like, so I don't know, we talked about everything, and then he was like, what else can you tell me about yourself? Okay, Megan.
Sorry. I really don't want to hear your story. Clearly.
That's fine. Anyway, and I was like, well, I'm a bit witchy. And he was like, oh, I've never met anyone witchy.
Oh.
He was into that. And he was like, I think it's important to have a relationship with the metaphysical.
Excellent.
I know.
Sorry. Also coming from his field, that is so not what they normally think and
I
believe.
know. I know.
Wow, okay.
I know.
Cool.
But then also, though, he's Islamic. And I was like, do you care if I'm not?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I thought Erica was a good Muslim name. Like, what? Like, he was like joking
so
around.
obviously he's got
a
sense of humour.
Yeah, he does. But like, yeah, because I was like, is he going to want me to convert down the line? Because that's not happening. So
it's a very big lifestyle change if you want to go to become Islamic.
I have no interest in changing my lifestyle whatsoever.
No.
I'm too busy being a witchy, weird person.
Yes.
You know?
And that works for you.
It works great.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, look at you now.
Thriving.
Thriving.
Yeah. Anyway, so like, I don't know. But like, yeah, I did his chart, Sag Moon. I'm like, there's got to be a fire placement because he's got so much fucking like energy. Because like, I have ADHD, but my brain is busy. My body isn't. He is physically busy. Like he's like one of those people who's like a bit jittery, like, you know, just energy to burn.
Yeah. Like he just constantly needs to be active.
Yes. And I just don't relate to that whatsoever.
No.
And that's what I mean. Like I was like, you're a Taurus? Like, I don't get it. Like, why are you so like
obviously the other sort of the only real other option of a Taurus person is, well, me,
Yeah.
And I'm very much probably the opposite to what he is.
Well, yeah, also, but Rach is a Taurus.
True, she is.
And
True.
like Tauruses, I generally find like slow, move at their own pace,
Yeah.
laid back,
Easy going, sort
going.
of to a degree, until there's something that we don't want to do.
contextual.
And then we can become completely stubborn.
Yeah, stubborn.
Yep.
And he's totally different. He's like, what is he? Taurus Sun, Sag Moon, Capricorn Rising. And I was like, the Cap Rising explains a lot. Like, he's very like to the point.
Yeah.
Oh, and Aries Mercury. And I was like, oh, that's why everything that comes out of his mouth is like just so direct. But like, I don't know. I can see getting into a relationship with him just from like him like directing me into it. Because it's just like, he's like, yep. And I was just like going on, like, I don't talk about these things generally, especially on a first date. I'd be like, get fucked. But with him, it was just like, well, everything's on the table. Like, it's all direct. If I ask him any questions, he's going to answer. So it just was straightforward with him as well.
I guess at least you know where you stand.
I definitely know where I stand. Like, even on this, like, during the date, I was like, I would go for a second date. And he was like, yes.
Love that.
Yeah.
I do love a man with a sense of humour.
Yeah.
Like, that's so vital.
But like vital, but like there was no ambiguity. Like, he made it clear that he was physically attracted to me. He wants to date me. Anything that I want, he's down for.
Wow.
Like,
incredible. But you don't want to be with him.
I just don't feel anything.
Fair.
And I'm just wondering, this is another thing I'm wondering. I'm like, is it like too soon? Or is it the right person? You know? If anyone has thoughts, let me know.
Yeah, because there are sometimes, you know, when there's someone who is a really good match for you, but you'd also, you know, so traumatized from whatever that you're like, no, they're not for me. They're not the right person.
I don't know.
You know those times?
I've not had that happen, but I imagine, sure. Anything's possible.
True.
I don't know.
Multiple timelines, very many variables.
Yeah, I guess. But like the last time I had my heart broken, I went out drinking every night for 6 months. So
yeah, can't really do that right now.
I can't do that, and also that was a very unhealthy coping mechanism.
100%.
Don't like, not that I was drinking heavily, but I just mean like I was out
Just
every
numbing.
night. Numbing.
Yes.
Numbing myself. And then, but at the end of that, I couldn't give a shit about the dude who broke my heart.
Perfect.
So
excellent.
That was great.
So in other words, what we're saying is
alcohol is the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just mean like I can't do that. So now I'm like, I don't know, because that was 6 months. And that was like, I was on and off with him for like 2 years. I don't know how long it'll take me to get over this. It's already been almost 2 months. So I don't know. Like, am I ready, or is it just about finding the right person?
Or both.
Or, well, yeah, because I think some people like are still heartbroken. Like my sister, for example, she had her heart broken and then she went out every night on dates and then found her now partner. And it's like she healed through the relationship.
Yeah. There's some people who need to do that, who need to sort of keep dating to be able to move on, to sort of be like, oh, yeah, there are good people and blah, blah, blah. And then there's some people who just, you know, need to be single, and then another person comes along.
I don't know. I don't know what I am. I'm so out of practice. It's really doing my head in. Because I was like, would I, like, if I met this guy 6 months ago, would I have liked him? I don't know. I think I will go on another date with him just because he's like an interesting person.
Yeah.
We get along.
And also, like, we like people who are upfront, direct, and who know what they want.
But this is the thing, like, I like that on paper, and then I'm not sure I like that in practice. Yeah.
Do you reckon it's also like you are the one who's direct and, like, you know, there's no ambiguity and stuff, so you sort of like don't necessarily need it in a partner?
I don't know, because then I think people who are very confusing and vague frustrate me. Like the guy, one of the guys I went on a date with yesterday, he was being very vague, and I was like, this is shitting me. He was like, I don't know. And I was like,
yeah, it is funny actually, because there's videos on TikTok and Instagram, whatever, about usually women from overseas, mostly England, but they talk about how bad Australian men are for dating specifically. And I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what, because they just said they have no game, they have no talk, like they don't really treat women as if they're sort of like women are the prized object. They're very much like,
well, okay,
as if they owe them a favour.
They definitely treat us like objects. Like, let's not get it twisted.
Anyway,
like you say that like all these men are like terrible and stuff. I've not had any experiences like that. Like every guy I go out with is lovely.
That was the videos, wasn't me.
Okay, but I just mean like saying that all Australian men are shit. I haven't been on any dates with shit Australian men. Sorry, not one. Not one.
I was going to say, have I been on dates?
Lately?
Lately?
No. Yeah.
But the thing is that I know that there are really good Australian men out there because I'm friends with some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Not all.
Okay.
Anyway, your date.
Whatever. So that was date number 1.
Okay.
And yeah, wrapped up after an hour and a half. He offered to walk me back to my car, and I was like, no, that's fine. Like, I need some time to ruminate. He was like, cool. And I was like, have you like decided? And he was like, yep.
Oh.
Like literally.
Wow.
That's what I mean. Like, very straightforward.
I mean, I have to admit, I really do appreciate that.
I don't know. I think there needs to be some sort of balance there
Okay.
between like, I think I'm a Libra moon, and I think I need balance. As in, there needs to be a little bit of mystery, a little bit of honesty. Yeah.
I guess it is also the first date, so it's always like you never get the full picture of a person on the first date.
No.
You get an idea of what they can be like, and you sort of like, okay, well, I either like or don't like that.
Yes.
And then, obviously the more you get to know a person, etc. So maybe he might soften. Maybe he was very like I like you, I just want to be with you, I just want to blah, 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 blah.
Potentially. I'm willing to give him another chance.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do realise, like, yet again, as we've been talking about like lately, like off camera, is that my intuition is pretty bang on.
Yes.
And I'm Pisces. And I know what's going on, even if I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and I find that the older you get, the more you're listening to your intuition too.
Well, it's an active decision. I'm trying not to ignore it. Because every time I ignore it, I fuck myself over.
Yep, and there's a reason your intuition is there. Big fan of intuition. If anyone wants to go into yours, please do.
Cool. Okay, that was date number 1.
Date number 1.
So then date number 2, also the Botanic Gardens.
Oh, handy.
Yeah, handy. Anyway, so we met outside the NGV and walked across, and he reminded me so much of one of our old school mates.
Oh.
His vibe was, he also works in science, like she does.
Yep.
And his vibe was identical to her.
Interesting.
So just instantly I was like, this is friends vibes.
Ah.
Yeah.
Because obviously you've had a friend who's been like that, and you sort of see him as that.
Yeah, just no attraction, no chemistry whatsoever. Like, lovely person. I could see being friends with him. He's very, like, progressive and left-wing and stuff. Lives in the inner north. Yep. Very inner north vibes. I just don't... There was just no attraction. It was just, like, clearly a friendship.
Okay.
Yeah. And, like, that's it. I have nothing to say. We just talked for, like, an hour-ish. And I was like, I'm going to go back to my car.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's it. First date was much more interesting.
Second date... Well, seeing as we spent, like, what? Almost half an hour, 20 minutes?
Yeah, I know. This is going to be more than an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we haven't, like, we've got a bunch of shit to talk about. Anyway, whatever.
Or at least this is going to be just, like, Anyway, so date number 2, out. Doesn't even get anything. No name, no nothing.
No nothing. Third date, my social battery was pretty zapped by this point.
Fair.
And he messaged me, he finished work early because we were meant to meet up at like 5 and he finished work early and I was like, okay, I'll make time for him. So went and met him. I actually thought, like, I've been talking to this dude on Instagram and I actually thought I would like him.
Okay.
Genuinely.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, that's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. We established early on that, like, this would be nothing serious. Like, he asked me, like, what is this? Like, what do you want? And I was like, nothing serious. Like, I'm in recovery mode. And he was like, I pretty much given up on dating. And I was like, perfect.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So, but I actually thought I would like him. I don't know, we bonded over music and stuff. In person, no vibe whatsoever.
Oh.
And I did his chart and he was the one who was like really vague and stuff. Like I was asking him questions like he wanted me to like analyze his chart and I was asking him questions about like, are you more of an intellectual person, more emotional? And he couldn't answer.
Do you reckon he just doesn't know or he just...
I think he just doesn't think about this shit. And...
no. I mean, no.
Yeah, and I found it frustrating.
Fair.
Yeah, I need someone with like a level of self-awareness. Even if like you don't think about that daily, I'm asking you a question, have a think.
Yeah, just sort of give yourself a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
You know, 5, 10, 20.
And he was kind of like getting frustrated that he couldn't answer. So I was like, I can't imagine spending any amount of time with this dude. Also, he might listen to this, which is a bit sad because he's a very sweet guy. Like, and he was like super into the idea of me having a podcast, blah, blah, blah. And he's like an ex-footy player, like he's like good looking, etc. Has an autoimmune illness as well, developed a couple of years ago.
Interesting.
So we like bonded over that, blah, blah, blah.
Bonding over illnesses.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so like I didn't feel anything and he messaged me after and was like, I'm sorry I was so tired, blah, blah, blah. I had a really good time. You're really cute, etc., etc. And I was like, that's really lovely. I just don't think like I said that I kind of blamed it on like heartbreak. I was like, I think I'm too raw, but I just don't think I liked him. Yet again, I can't figure out it's like if it's too soon or if it's the wrong people. I cannot get my head around this. So I didn't feel anything. I would not want to go out on a date with him, but I would be friends with him. Like he's like a nice person and he's into golf. And I was like, maybe he can teach me golf.
Perfect.
Because I've always wanted to learn golf. So, yeah. Anyway, that happened. Also, I forgot to say, on my first date, I told him about the quota. And he was like, that's the most type A shit of my life. I love that. He loved that. He was like, I want my PowerPoint slides sent to me.
I personally, out of the three, you know.
The first one.
Yes.
But at the same time, I don't feel anything. Oh, and that's the other thing. I had to think, I'm like, what was it about Pentacles that I liked? Like, what was it about our thing? And I've summed it up to 3 different things. Okay. Like, obviously, this is like an oversimplification.
Yes.
But like, this is what I think you need. You need sexy tension.
Yes, absolutely.
Banter.
Yes, absolutely.
Meaningful connection.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is where, like, we'll get into Megan's past year, because I was like, these are core. Because I was like, you had this with this guy. Because we had all 3. I am lucky to have one of those on a date.
Really?
Really.
Wow.
Like, I didn't have any of, like, we kind of had banter in the first date. No tension whatsoever. No chemistry. No meaningful connection. I guess, like, we could potentially, but, like, because he's so straightforward, it's like there's not much room for, like, reflection. Whilst with Pentacles, like, we could, like, I don't know, have good discussions. Like, we had a connection that was, like, intellectual and meaningful and blah, 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 blah. But then also had, like, banter and also, like, this sexual tension.
Yes.
And that, like I was like gaslighting myself earlier into being like, maybe this was nothing. I'm so fucking right. That was something special. I said that in my last message. I was like, I don't care what you tell yourself. This was special. I'm right.
Yes.
That was like, that is rare.
Yes.
To have all 3. Like, yeah, as I said, lucky to have one. And I didn't have really any with these guys. So I'll keep going on dates, like keep trying. There's other dudes lined up. Because like I originally, like when I went on dating apps, I was so scared that nobody would want me. Because I was like, no one's going to want me because my autoimmune illness, it's going to be so hard, blah, blah, blah. Men don't give a shit. They don't care. But,
I mean, I could have told you that.
well, I don't know. I was too busy being insecure, I suppose.
Fair enough.
I just thought that it
Was
was
something
like,
for you to work through.
I guess. I just mean like, I thought it'd be like too much of a logistical complication. As in like, I can't do dinner or drinks.
As far as I'm aware, I feel like men are fairly simple and straightforward when it comes to dating and sex and stuff. Like, you know, as long as it
Goes
in, they don't mind.
Pretty much. Because like usually when I tell guys, like they're like, so what's with this like 8 foods thing? I'm like, oh, it's an autoimmune thing. And they're like, oh, my 5th cousin is a celiac, so I totally get it. So
this really distant relative that I probably don't ever speak to has something that's not even related to what you have, but I totally understand.
This guy was like, oh, Fanta gives me headaches. So they really don't give a shit.
That sucks. That sucks. Fanta gives him headaches.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. And then also I was like, oh, I'm 36. Age is really going to put them off. It was pretty good. He's a professional gamer.
I just love the fact that you literally can only have like a handful of foods. You can't be around certain smells. Like your life is like it's quite restricted. Yeah. And he's like, Fanta gives me headaches.
They really don't give a shit, though.
I feel for him. That's tough. That's a tough life.
I know. It was pretty funny. Whatever. But, like, anyway, then I thought my age would put people off. They don't care. They don't give a fuck. If anything, nope. I feel like I get so many, like, mid-20s dudes after me. It's fucked.
Yeah, I also find there is something about older women that men love too.
I guess so.
Well, clearly.
I don't get it. And then also the other thing is, I grew up around girls, went to a girls' school.
Yep.
So I've always been roasted for my height. I didn't realise being short was a good thing.
Yeah, as it turns out.
Men love that.
See, that's my problem. I'm too tall.
Potential. Well,
I don't think so. I love my height. I think it's perfect.
You're fine.
I'm 5'5". Like, that's great.
One of our friends is tall.
Yes.
And it's like a fucking crutch. Like, she hates it.
Yes. But again, at the same time, men prefer shorter women.
Yeah.
Or a larger portion of men prefer shorter women. So then, of course, all those guys are taller guys. Again, we're also referencing.
Tall guys go for me.
Yeah, tall guys love short women.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, taller women.
Yeah,
no.
pocket sized GF. I don't know.
Maybe we should go to like basketball games or something for her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for her.
Yeah, not for us.
Yeah,
no,
I was
no,
like,
for
what?
her, for her. Yeah, just because obviously there'd be tall people around, playing, and then there'd be tall people maybe in the audience. And it'd be like, oh, cool.
Potentially.
Woman on my level.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll do that.
Maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, I don't know who, like, we have to find someone for her. Not sure.
I know of someone called Kylie Kelsey who's, you know, Travis Kelsey dating.
Oh, yeah.
His sister-in-law. She's 5'11" or something
Yeah,
like that. She's
yeah.
a tall woman.
Yeah.
And she was able to get whatever that guy husband's name is.
Insert name here, whatever.
Insert name here. He has a beard. But yeah, she was able to find someone. He was also an American footballer, so
for sure.
Maybe that's another thing. Maybe actually, maybe not in America right now.
This thing, like I always see tall couples. Like I see tall men and tall women together. So, but like apparently this is the thing. Like tall men and short women. Whatever.
I don't see that often, to be honest.
The tall couples?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I think I probably noticed because they're so much taller than me, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Like,
get out of my way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll make more of an effort to actually look for tall couples now, but I tend to see mostly tall guys and shorter women.
Okay.
Mostly.
All right.
Or
well, whatever.
sort of average, round same height type of height.
Okay. Well, anyway, like basically my point was like I was really scared to go on dating apps. I was like, this is going to be a fucking waste of my time because I've never been on them. They've always stressed me out, and they are stressful.
Yes, they are.
Like I was like, this is going to be like useless. No. It turns out like thousands of men, like it's abundant.
Yep.
So
they're there. They'll find you.
I guess. So yeah, that's been a realization. Anyway, I am so done talking. This is actually a fill-in bit. So basically, for context, we filmed some stuff that was kind of, I guess, personal / vulnerable, and then you felt a bit uncomfortable.
I did. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm evolving, figuring out what I do and don't want out into the world. And some of that stuff I was like, I don't know if I'm ready yet.
But the point is that, like, obviously it triggered stuff that you, like, felt, like, uncomfortable. And, like, what I thought would be worth discussing is that, like, we're doing a podcast about mental health, but at the same time, like, we're experiencing mental health symptoms at the same time. Yeah. We're processing in real time.
Totally.
So, like, it's worth addressing these triggers because, like, we are going to be triggered.
Totally. However, like, yes, absolutely. I think I just wanted to give my little bit on my love life. Just so then that part's out there.
Okay, so you're up to date.
You're up to date. Yeah. Basically, that was it.
Yeah.
Just because I know that, like, obviously you've been on dates and stuff, and I was like, I have things too.
Yeah.
Not a lot or often, but I have them too.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, point was, yes, it was very triggering. It wasn't even anything.
Now, like, you seem tense. Yeah, you're like,
yeah, no, I'm fine. What are you talking about? Fine.
Yeah.
No, it was because I think, obviously we've discussed it.
Yeah.
But it's just trauma and how, you think you're fine, and then obviously something that you didn't expect or didn't plan comes up, and you're like, whoa, okay, that took a turn. That was a bit different. Yeah. But yeah, I've emailed my therapist and said, hey, I need an appointment. So as soon as that comes available, obviously we've got some things to discuss, which is great. But yeah, it was definitely it was enlightening in a good way. I think, like all triggers, eventually they become good. Eventually, just at the time when you're being triggered and you're going through it all.
I don't know about that, mate.
I'm trying to get a positive spin, maybe.
I just mean, like, not every trigger is positive.
No, actually.
Yeah, it's like you can take a lesson from anything, obviously, but, like, yeah. Like, one thing my therapist says that, like, if you can talk about it, you can process it.
Yes.
You can work through it.
Yeah.
Because, like, basically, she specifically brought this up in relation to this dude this was ages ago. This was, like, the start of Bumble, like, start of the year. There was a guy I was talking to, and he had, like, quite a traumatic past. He didn't tell me about the intimate details or whatever, but, like, he had some pretty serious mental health symptoms and told me about them. And she said, well, like, the fact that he's talking about it is a good sign, because if you can talk about it, you can work through it. Like, if it's something that, like, you're, like, obviously he didn't give me details, but the fact that he could even, like, mention it was a good sign that, like, he wanted to work through it. And on that note, like, some of my friends, like, I told them about the symptoms. They were like, oh, he sounds like a lot of work and stuff. And one of my friends was like, oh, why is he on a dating app if he's dealing with that issue? Yeah, I know. And then my therapist...
Sorry, for audio only, that was me just in disgust, like, what?
Yeah, I know. Kind of like, what a confusing... Yeah, but, like, this friend, we can talk about this. Like, this friend thinks that, like, everyone should be, like, ready to go on an app. And if there's, like, literally any barrier, then discard.
But that will be pretty much like 99.9% of them?
Yeah. Anyway, I told my therapist about this, and she got really offended and started defending the guy. And she was like, he has every right to want partnership, want intimacy, crave connection.
Absolutely. I think just because you've been through trauma and you're still processing it, because let's face it, it can take years, decades for people even to recognize
Yeah.
that they have trauma,
Yeah.
you know? So it's sort of like you can't just sort of say this whole group of people, you don't deserve love because you've been through trauma. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's almost like the complete opposite. If anything, they deserve more love because they've been through trauma.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Some people to a degree,
It's
obviously.
not a competition. Okay. It's like, I've got the most trauma.
No,
Love
come
me.
on. Exactly. If you have the
Yeah.
most trauma, you get the love.
Yeah. No,
Joke. Sarcasm. Just want to...
Okay. /S. I just mean like, and she was right. Like, he has every right to crave connection, and like,
Yeah.
actually, she said that like part of his healing journey will be a relationship, and like that's such a valid point. That like, you know, you process a lot of trauma through talking, through connection,
Yeah.
through being open and being vulnerable.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
there's some things that you can't work through unless you're vulnerable. Like, that's it.
Yeah, and like I've definitely worked through that being vulnerable is actually a strength because not everyone can be vulnerable.
Yeah,
Not
for
everyone
sure.
will be vulnerable. And to be able to put yourself out there in whatever capacity it is for you, be it this or just talking openly with one person, like that's still a really great strength to have.
Well, yeah, for sure. And it's also like, it's necessary.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're not processing, if you're not being vulnerable, then you're stuck, you know? And there's a lot of people who unfortunately do choose to stay stuck.
Yeah, because sometimes the initial feeling is quite overwhelming, and I can say for myself that sometimes being vulnerable can be quite, you know, especially when you're not used to it, and you know, anytime you have been vulnerable in the past, it's sort of been negatively received or whatever.
Recency bias.
Look, if that's what you want to say, that's fine. You're more than likely right. But, you know, it's one of those things where it can be hard. But even my therapist, I've spoken with her about it, about being more vulnerable. And she said, like, it's just like small things, but they all add up. And then eventually you can, you know, do bigger and greater things at being vulnerable.
Yeah. It gets easier with practice.
Absolutely.
And I don't know how I got, like, I'm like very okay with saying whatever. I really don't care. If anything, I need to watch my fucking mouth. And I've gotten a lot better at it, but it has gotten me into a lot of trouble over the course of my life.
Yeah. Do you reckon that's the autism?
Autism or ADHD, like the lack of filter.
Yeah, because I know I have that, and I know one of my sisters have that as well. I remember, like, she just, you know, it wasn't even anything that harsh. It was most of the time it is the truth.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like you don't have to always say it.
Exactly, and sometimes, like, yes, it is the truth, and maybe they do need to hear it, but maybe you could reword it some way that isn't necessarily, like, so brutal. It could just be a little bit more like, hey, have you thought about this?
Yes.
Etc.
It's often like, the way you frame it and also the timing. Like, sometimes it's like, this is not the right time to say this thing. Like, I was talking to Megan before this about something like vulnerable, something that I wouldn't put on camera. About
which, like, you know that you wouldn't put on camera.
Which I know I wouldn't put on camera
Well done.
because, like, I think it's not, like, I don't want to hurt the people that I'm referring to. So it's like I'm mindful of that. But at the same time, I was like, this person's like, I understand why they're saying what they're saying. But at the same time, it's like, this is not the right time.
Yes. But yeah, I think sometimes also, like, if you do say that, and hopefully when you do speak it is positively received, and they sort of go like, oh, you know, sorry, I didn't realise, or I'll change, or, you know. What else did you want to mention here?
I kind of lost track, but I feel like we were on a good path there. But anyway, just about being vulnerable and mindful of your impact on others, and also yourself, having self-respect as well. As in, like, in this scenario, like, I'm just glad that you flagged this early. You know, it's like, it's good that it came up early.
Yes.
Because it's like, now we can modify from here on out.
Yeah, totally. And I think that's one thing that, I don't know, it was just like, it was all just very confronting.
At least it's fixable.
Yep,
Yeah,
it is.
and we can modify from now on.
Yeah.
And also, like, you're aware that that's triggering.
Yes.
So you can avoid that trigger.
Exactly.
Hopefully, like, you will grow desensitized to it as well over time.
Yeah, and I think also, like, because as we spoke about in the first episode, I am a guarded person.
Oh yeah, that's not news.
Definitely not to you.
Yeah.
Very private. So to go from literally having like a handful of people that I tell things to
honestly, like, and not really,
but not even
like you're pretty guarded even with them. Like, I think I'm like maybe the only person who gets really like the inside. And even then, you don't tell me everything. There's some stuff I found out this year. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, whoa. Like,
I mean, in my defense, I wasn't necessarily like hiding anything from you, but it wasn't necessarily something I'd be like, oh, hey, let's go tell her about this thing that I'm not necessarily the most proud of.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, our friendship is beyond that, Megan.
It is.
It's beyond judgment.
Well, bloody hopes. Well,
no, I mean, like, of course I'll judge you. But like,
it's like I won't judge you. However, I do.
I really don't know how to like save that.
No, okay. I understand because yes, you do. You're a very judgy person. However, however.
No. Fuck off.
You can be a very judgy person. Is that better?
No. You know what? I resent that. I am not a judgy person. I am an honest person. That's the difference.
Okay.
Other people are just as judgmental, if not worse. I just be saying it. And that's part of the problem. I need to watch my fucking mouth.
But that still means you're judgmental.
No, but I'm just a person.
Okay.
People are judgmental. And honestly, I've heard far worse. Like, anything that comes out of my mouth, I hear like 1,000 times worse from other people.
Okay.
Genuinely. Like, people be running their mouths. But the thing is, like, it's like...
Like,
No.
it's like, okay.
No, I resent that. I fucking resent
I
that.
apologise.
Like, I don't think I'm any more judgmental than any other person.
No,
Truly.
no.
I think the difference between me is that, like, I'm just honest.
Well,
Like,
and also you don't stick to your judgments. Like you sort of like you'll have a judgment about something that I do or something, but it's also like it's my life. You do what you want anyway.
well, that's it. Like, I also, like, give people grace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, and also, like, it's not like my opinion is fucking definitive.
No.
You know, like, I'm a pretty objective person. Like, I can be like, this is what I think, but also, like, what I think is not necessarily the truth.
Totally.
Like, there's multiple different facets. And also, like, I don't necessarily, just because, like, I disagree with a decision or whatever, I'm not you. I'm not that person. And they might have their own motivations.
Totally.
Like, this is what I mean. Like, I have a well-rounded view of people. I'm not, like, I don't like the word judgmental because I think some people are, like, very black and white in their thinking.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
Yeah. I think you allow nuance. You allow, like, individuality. You allow, you know, feelings and emotions to sort of guide you a little bit more, whereas like you're sort of saying there are people who are black and white.
Not really. I actually don't think it has anything to do with feelings and emotions. I think it's to do with being an intellectual. I think some people are emotional and make snap judgments. Whilst I'm someone like, I'm in my head and I can understand that, like, hey, this person might have reasons for doing what they're doing. You know, like, life is complicated.
Totally.
I don't understand their perspective. I'm a different person. And, like, for them, that might make perfect sense. That might be the best decision they could make.
Yeah, and like for you, you're like, look, I may not have chosen that decision. I may not have gone that way, but your choice, your life, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. The thing is, I think, like, my delivery can often be quite blunt.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like, it comes off as, like, really harsh, but I don't mean it to be harsh. Like, that's not, you know, but at the same time, like, intention versus perception, like, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme.
No.
I just mean, like, I really don't like people like that who are very close-minded and, like...
Same, actually, same.
And make snap judgments and stuff like that. I'm like, well, actually, maybe have a think.
I wonder sometimes, you know, when people make snap judgments and they're very, like, closed-minded, do you reckon it's just they've obviously got a lot of triggers within themselves and you saying something has just triggered that?
Sometimes. A lot of people just lack critical thinking skills, like, just don't have them. They don't actually take the time to think. They just go to emotion first.
Yeah, totally. Like
and I think that's a triggering. Like, that could be a trigger.
Yeah, possibly. But yeah, like if they automatically just go, they you know, they just sort of have a situation happen and then they instantly just go to that emotional space and then that's where they make their decisions from.
Yeah.
From that emotional space. And, you know, there's sometimes maybe if they gave themselves, you know, 10 minutes walk around the block type of thing, maybe they could have made a different decision. But
for sure.
Yeah, it's obviously they just haven't learnt the ability to sort of process in sort of real time.
Yeah, for sure. And then I can't remember what the last thing was.
Empathy?
Empathy. Oh, yeah, people lack empathy. People, like, just don't... Firstly, like, a lot of people are just, like, in their own world.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is my world and everything that I think is right.
Yeah. I mean, I do suffer from that from time to time.
Yeah.
But, you know, working on it. But, yeah, it's one of those things. I think we're just naturally... We just insular people.
Yeah.
To a degree, obviously.
Are we?
Well, I mean, I sort of think when you sort of think about something first, it's usually yourself, and then you think about everyone else.
Yes, but also we live in an individualistic society.
So we've sort of been trained to.
Yeah, so I'm like, is that innate or is that like we've been trained to think of ourselves first?
I mean, I definitely also think about community based as well. I think, sort of the broader group of people, like be it, your immediate family, friends, and then the broader friends and then the broader community. It's sort of like maybe there's like you think about yourself and then it slowly weans out.
Yes. But, like, I think there's other cultures, other societies where I think people would instantly think of the other people first. They would instantly, like, I don't know. It's almost like, I think it's like the guilt versus shame societies, where it's like they have to think of the others first because, like, they'd hate to be, like, they've been trained not to think of themselves first. As in, like, it's more important to prioritize others because, like, I don't know, you'd be shamed or guilted. I can't remember which one it is. If you didn't, like it would reflect poorly on you, and your the opinion that people hold of you is like so vital to your survival, I guess. Yeah, culturally.
I don't think I could live in that society. It would be too much pressure.
It is a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure.
That's it. Yeah, that's why like my parents left Hungary. I mean, like, for a multitude of reasons, but the reason, like, a lot of people say is that it's just, like, a very high-pressure society because it's communal. Yeah, as in, like, you're constantly worried about what other people think about you.
Yeah, I feel that would be just so much waste of time.
Well, then, like, but it's, like, it's all, yet again, nuanced. As in, like, in Australia, how many people waste their fucking time? On doing other shit. Not thinking about others.
Pretty much everybody all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like obviously nuance to every situation. But like I like thinking of the community, and making sure that they're all fine as well. But you also sort of like you can't fill from an empty cup. Yeah. To a degree. Yes. So you sort of have to, look after yourself, your own needs, and then whatever overflows, you can then pass it out.
I think you're thinking too grand scheme right now. I'm talking about like if someone hits you, what do you think of first? As in like, ow, my face? Or how does this look?
I would go, ow, my face.
Yeah. That's what I mean. While other people would be like, oh, so other people have seen me be hit. Like what is this? Like, does this bring shame to my family? It's like in core training.
Oof. No. Not for me, thank you. Not for me.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know if, like, one's better than the other. It's kind of like you kind of need a blend because it's like you don't want to sacrifice all your freedoms in a communal society. At the same time, individualism is, like, so unbelievably self-centered.
Yes.
And, like, empty. Like, a lot of people are so unhappy.
Well, yeah, because it's also tied to capitalism too, isn't it?
Well, it's all linked.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know of anyone who can live their life alone.
No, we are interdependent as a species.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. I think also, like, you look to the natural world and you sort of see how all these other animals and insects and bugs and whatever, how they all work together. And you sort of think, sometimes I feel that, like, humans, we remove ourselves from being
part of nature. Like, I think we're above it.
Yeah. And it's just like,
we're not above it.
No, we're very much in it. And, you sort of think, sort of like, how did we go so far, well, right in this instance, that we've sort of gone to that individualistic, capitalistic, when, being a part of community has served us so well for millennia.
Yeah. It's hard to break it down.
It is, and it's maybe like, another episode. Another episode.
I was going to say that. Do you know about Into the Wild? Do you know that guy?
Yes.
Hitchens or something like that?
Yes, he died in Canada somewhere in the middle of nowhere in a bus or something.
Yeah, so basically he like came from like a rich family or whatever, rejected them, and then went on this solo journey, like ultimate avoidant, like I'm going to be the most hyper independent, I'm going to go live in isolation. Anyway, his last journal entry was happiness only real when shared.
Oof.
And then he fucking died.
Youch.
Yeah, like, a comedy of errors.
Oh God, yeah. It did not. I can't remember now, but I remember reading how he died, and it was combination of errors. But it seemed miserable.
Yeah,
I mean, to die. Well, maybe once you've died, it might be all right, but who knows?
Hard to say.
But to imagine realizing that happiness is basically worthwhile if you share it, and then to die alone. Oof. Oof, oof.
Anyway, I don't like being called judgmental.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
That was very triggering.
Yeah, it was triggering.
I apologise.
No, that's okay. Like, I don't care about your opinion.
Oh.
Me, so, yeah.
Great. Well, I'm so glad.
No, but I think that's
I
also...
take back my apology.
That's fine. I think that's part of it, though. Like, it's funny because we've talked about social pressure before. I mean, like, we all feel social pressure in different ways.
Totally.
But, like, specifically when it comes to, like, what I say and stuff, like, unless I'm hurting people, I really don't care what people think of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds so lovely.
But I think it is, like, an autistic trait. Like, I don't think I have that, like, I think that part of my brain doesn't work. Like, you know,
maybe
like...
mine's been traumatized in. Maybe that's why.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. So that's why I'm happy to respect your decision, obviously, but I find it so confusing because I'm like, who cares? Like, I don't, you know?
Yes, yeah. No, I get it. I'm also like, fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
So it's like our brains are so different.
Yeah, I think, yes.
Yeah.
Agreed. 100% our
But at the
brains are
same time,
different.
like, I know that in some instances you were worried about hurting people, but at the same time, in some ways, you're worried about being perceived.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how you'll be perceived.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I would definitely agree with that. I'm slowly starting to understand it a little bit more and be okay with not being understood to a degree.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, you know, there's been, I mean, even minor circumstances where someone may have, you know, I've had some sort of an encounter or interaction or whatever with someone. And I know they've left away thinking, oh, they probably think this about me, but like, oh, well.
Yeah. What can you do?
I know it's incorrect. But also at the same time, like, I'm probably never going to see this person again. So, you know, to a degree, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's more obviously people that I do know.
I guess so, but like, there's people that like, I'll cut it out. Like, it's like, why wouldn't you talk about him? Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's what, like, I find that so confusing. Like,
Yeah,
and yet again, like, happy to respect it, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
you don't even like this person.
I know. I don't even talk to this person.
So it's like,
Yeah.
you know, what's the net negative effect?
Yeah. That's therapy, definitely.
I think that's enough for this bit. I think we're including most of the last part. Hopefully, like, this is an episode that's salvageable.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Yeah. Anyway.
Otherwise, we'll disregard the whole second episode and redo it.
No, there was lots of good stuff in there.
Oh, actually, there really was.
Yeah, from my part. Anyway.
From her. Basically.
I really killed it, guys. Sorry.
10
Actually,
out
you'll
of
be
10.
watching this right now.
10 out of 10.
You just watched it. How good was it?
Yeah.
Right?
Wasn't it fantastic? Wasn't Erica's banter just like great?
11 out of 10. I would rate it definitely 5 stars, especially on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And also, I would subscribe on YouTube and also like the video. So if it were me, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
And I have.
You know, totally. And also something that you can cut this out, but I was sort of thinking with our first episode, manifesting like who we're going to have as sponsors and stuff. And I was like, man, we should just say on the podcast like things that we want to happen in real life.
Why would I cut this out?
I don't know.
This is funny.
Okay. No, but
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm just sort of thinking like, you know, the things that we want in life. Like, I would love to have a tiny house. If there's a tiny house company that would love to sponsor, and then, you know,
Smith's
potentially
playing
potentially get me. Or like, I love plants. Any nurseries that would love to sponsor us again.
Yeah, this background sucks. We could use some plants. Am I in the shot?
Any camera companies?
Any
if they'd
camera
like to
companies.
sponsor us.
I might actually move it over later. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, but genuinely, Smith's plain crinkle cut chips could definitely use those. If you want to send me a carton, I love you, Smiths. You're my favorite chips.
Honestly, she is your probably number one. She buys multiple packets a week.
Yeah. Well, I try to hoard. So
True.
I don't buy often, but I buy big.
You do.
Yeah.
And I mean, in your defense, that's literally the only
Carb I can have.
treat, and not even a treat, I would say, is the only carb that you can have.
Well,
So
that's depressing. But tune in for the next episode to find out why.
it would be even more depressing.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Look, we never said this would be a happy podcast.
We said it was about mental health, so
Yeah, so you should have known that it would be depressing and confronting when you signed up. That's really on you, actually. I have no responsibility to make this entertaining or good.
And the fact that you're still listening, I mean, thank you, but at the same time, like, really.
But anyway, That's it. I think that's enough.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, enjoy. Bye. See you
Bye.
later. One other thing. Oh, yeah, we're going to release merch. Haven't mentioned that. I'm so excited. Like, I want to have the merch. I want to wear it.
No, I totally want it too.
Yeah. So that I'm going to make that happen very quickly.
Totally.
The designs are done. I just have to line up like who's doing it. So
yeah, minor detail.
Yeah.
Minor
but
detail.
I'll get that sorted quick smart.
Yeah, but let us know what kind of stuff you'd like.
Yeah.
That'd be a good idea.
Well, I think we'll start with t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies. I want a hoodie.
Oh, totally. Can we get a hat?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a hat.
I don't know. Hats, I think, generally are embroidered. That might be a little bit more work. well, this is printing. So let's pause on the hats.
We'll come back to you with the hats.
Yeah. But a beanie would be nice.
Ooh.
But yeah, yet again, embroidery. It's getting too complicated. Printing only. This is and it's print to order as well because we don't have money. I'm not investing money in this.
Not yet.
Yeah. Once we have money, once we have sponsorships coming in,
Absolutely.
happy to invest in good quality merch. This is print to order.
Don't get me wrong, guys. This is like the beginning. Like, we're going to get so much more, like, better, ethical, whatever. We're like, we need to get in and then.
Yeah, this is not ethical. It's sweatshop labor, kids, ideally. Yeah.
We don't condone that behaviour at all.
No.
However.
It'll be ethical. Like, you can get, like, ethical stuff.
I love that.
Yeah, you just have to pay a bit more for it. Actually, I don't know if even, if Gildan, allegedly, I don't know if they're ethical or not because they're sort of the standard, but they're just very not great quality. I don't want Gildan stuff.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. Okay.
We can talk about that offline.
Okay, cool. That's been Fingers Crossed.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye, love you. Miss you.
Already.